but it looks like, what, Trey, more smoke to come?
That's right. We could see a little bit more tonight, but let's get to these severe thunderstorm warnings first right now, moving into our area. Two prominent lines that I'm looking at. This one along the I-80 corridor is associated with the cold front, and then a secondary line ahead of that moving into the Pittsburgh metro area. This one is warned for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. I will say I have been looking at the velocity data off screen with this storm, and that wind potential is slowly coming down, but there is still a very strong and prominent bowing signature. You see where that line kind of surges out just to the southwest of Moon down toward the Smith Township area. Along the leading edge of that, that's what we call a bow echo, and that's where we could be dealing with strong damaging straight line winds. This is coming into Moon basically right now. Downtown Pittsburgh, 736, 749 Penn Hills, 749 West Mifflin, 801 North Huntington, and 814 Hempfield Township. Again, this is the velocity data. Notice how when this was coming out of eastern Ohio, we had a lot more of those brighter greens and some of the blues indicative of stronger Doppler winds, but those are gradually starting to weaken a little bit, but these storms are still strong enough to produce damaging straight line winds, and we could see some downed trees and power lines with that. Here's the second line coming now into the I-80 corridor. Warnings active right now for Mercer, Venango, Clarion, Jefferson, Southern Forest counties for this entire line. And the portion of the line that appears to be the strongest right now is this segment here between Clarion and Brookville, and then a secondary portion of that line is very strong, could contain some strong damaging wind gusts there between Hermitage and Findlay. Again, we're watching the velocity data here. I don't see anything that clearly stands out that suggests there's one particular area of strong wind gusts, but I'm going to watch that area there just to the south of Clarion where we have an uptick in lightning, and then maybe a little bit of weak circulation there right around the Cool Spring area. We've had storms that have produced tornadoes this afternoon. We had a tornado report around the Somerville area and Jefferson County at 4:16. Damage reports on either side of that tornado report. Also a funnel cloud reported at 5:15. This was in Derry Township in Westmoreland County. Several reports of flash flooding from that area as well from storms earlier today. So again, we're going to watch this line as it works its way down to the south. That northern line will catch up to the line ahead of it, moving south across the 422 corridor between 8 and 9 p.m. Pittsburgh Metro 9 to 10. And then notice as this works its way down toward the I-70 corridor, we really see a lot of weakening with this because there's a little bit less storm fuel down across our southern counties. This will all clear out tonight. We'll drop back into the low to mid 60s tomorrow morning, and then it will be comfortable tomorrow afternoon temperature-wise. Temperatures back in the mid to upper 70s to near 80 for high temperatures. Now, another round of wildfire smoke will move in overnight tonight and into the morning hours of Sunday. This will be at the surface, but notice the concentrations not as thick as what we've seen the last couple of days, but you'll still be able to see it and smell it, and the air will appear a little bit hazy as we head through the day on Sunday. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Things are going to remain pretty active to start your upcoming week. We have that haze potential tomorrow, a high temperature of 79. 82 after a morning low of 58 Monday. Our next storm system arrives Tuesday, and there's a little bit of uncertainty as to when this system will arrive, but we do have a severe weather potential as we head into Tuesday afternoon. If this slows down and arrives Tuesday afternoon, we can have a little bit more problems. But then after that, our temperatures will fall back into the 70s to near 80 for early or the end of next week.